My athletic background, I started with track and field when I was very young. Carried it on through high school where I competed in football as well. And then I received a full ride scholarship to compete in the decathlon in college at Cal Poly Pomona, where I competed there for 4 years.
And then my athletic background, same as his. I started running track and field when I was 7 years old. Focused on that all the way till about college when I actually got a scholarship as well. Cal State Fullerton, I focused on the 400 hurdles, 4x1, 4x4, basically sprints and jumps. I also played a little bit of football in high school and soccer here and there around the way, but mainly track and football.
The way I train can best be described as consistent. I have a certain goal that I would have for like a certain 6 to 8 weeks that I would, work on the same lifts every week, and then I would program certain metabolic conditioning workouts containing those same lifts so that I can really improve that certain area that I'm trying to improve on. And then, I try to do like a strength phase, a conditioning phase, a gymnastics phase. I feel like that's the best way to really improve on certain areas.
For me, I try to keep the strength stuff consistent. Make sure I hit my squats every week, my presses, deadlifts, and then the Olympic lifts. Those are the must. I try not to slack on those. If I'm going to take a rest week, I make sure I still do those. And then as far as conditioning, I try to get a lot of rowing in. I used to run track and field, run miles a week, just sprinting. So I'm kind of tired of running right now, so I try to get my rowing in place of running, jump rope instead of running, ski erg or bike instead of running. But every about a month or so, I try to get my running in because I know nothing can replace running. So conditioning, I try to get long, short, so go from 2 minutes all the way up to 45 minutes workouts of non-stop metabolic conditioning, and anywhere in between I try not to focus on that. Change the movements up, the weight, that's about it.
The reason why I train still after college is I was 21 years old on my last year of competition, and at that time I was competing against a lot of older guys, and I just feel like I never reached my full potential to just cut it off there. So the good thing about our community, the way we train, the whole CrossFit community, is that every day is a competition. We push each other. He'll do good at one workout, or I'll beat him at another workout, so it's just a constant competition. So like to be able to outlet that on a daily basis is fulfilling that like gap that I had after college, where I felt like I never reached my full potential at that point, and now like I got the rest of my life to try to just keep going, so it kind of just keeps me sane.
I'm really competitive. Been competing my whole life. Track and field, football, soccer, and my track and field career ended on an injury, hamstring injury, on what was going to be, I think, the best season of my life. So, and to not be able to compete in that season left me with a fire inside me. So every day, coming to the gym, show up, work out with this guy. We're very competitive every day, no matter what we're doing. We could be doing a warm-up, like 30 burpees warm-up. We'll end up racing. That's how competitive we are. We're doing a warm-up lap. We'll end up sprinting at the end just because that's how competitive we are. We can't do anything for fun. It's competitive or don't do it at all. So I like doing Spartan races to maintain that competitiveness, CrossFit competitions, fitness competitions, or just looking online for a competition and seeing what's out there that I've never done before, where I want to test myself out.
My diet's pretty broad. I don't follow any specific guidelines. I try to maintain a wide variety. I understand the importance of, you know, the macronutrients. You know, I make sure I try to get plenty of protein. As far as like vegetables, you know, I don't have specific servings. Whenever I eat, I try to just throw a wide variety of vegetables in there. You know, I snack on peanut butter. You know, like I said, it's so broad that I can't tell you how I ate. You know, most important thing, variety and hydration. You know, plenty of water. As far as my workouts go, I really like to use the ATP Extreme and some branched chain amino acids, you know, during and post workout. And depending on, you know, the volume of training that I'm in, you know, I'll throw a protein shake in there. Any brand, you know, I don't have a specific brand, just whey protein to add calories and any deficits that I have, that'll help make up for it, along with a daily multivitamin.
So my nutrition has been changing a lot over the last few months. I'll go back to how I used to be, and then I'll go into how it is now. Before I grew up, I thought I could eat whatever I want. I could eat hot Cheetos, gummy worms, soda, anything in between that. Basically high sugar, bad carbs, bad fat. Before workout, after workout, doesn't matter when. I drink a Mountain Dew before a workout with a breakfast sandwich, and I think it goes fine. I always had the mentality where you can eat whatever you want as long as you work out, and it'll balance out. Now 2 years into CrossFit, and I decided to change it up a few months ago. So now I try to eat as natural as possible during the week. I eat fruits, veggies. I use a blender to blend up all the fruits together, put raw eggs, crack it up in there. Try not to eat any bread, mainly stay away from the bread. Stay away from the oats, stay away from the fried stuff during the week, but then on the weekends I go back to how it was. I can't let that stuff go. Supplements, I take ATP Extreme before the workouts. Even when I don't work out, I take that supplement. It's probably my best supplement out there. And then protein shake after workout, amino acids, and also before workout I drink an energy drink, and middle of the workout and after.
Me too.